Well, hello, Monday afternoon to everybody. I'm Dr. Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing and Royal Media and Publishing and the author community, the book business bosses, helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, and be a book business boss. I'm going live today primarily to talk about an upcoming event. So, on August the 7th, there is a book and backpack giveaway that's going to be held at Bates Memorial in Louisville, Kentucky. And that's at 620 Lambton Street in Louisville, Kentucky. And that event is going to be held from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. or while supplies last. So let me just give you the backstory, and I'm hoping Miss AJ Houston will join me, or one of the team will join me, and let's do a walkthrough. She just did, so I'll give her a second to get settled in the green room, and I'll bring her in. But this is the second year that I've been honored to partner. And the reason why I say I've been honored to partner is because I'm the baby nonprofit. My nonprofit, BK Royston Foundation, is a foundation designed for literacy and publishing and for conducting writing workshops. But I'm only a year old. Yay! But Miss AJ Houston has been doing this. Andrea AJ Houston has been doing this for quite a while. So for her to partner with a new kid, literally a new kid on the block, is really amazing and outstanding. So I brought the books and backpacks, and then she brought the team along with school supplies and all types of things. So we are striving to support the community. That's basically what nonprofits do. And we talked earlier, probably about a couple months ago. I went live with her as well as two other nonprofit organizations, but we're primarily here to support the community, especially since in our area, now that's not global, but in our area, they start school August the 11th. Other school districts have started even earlier. In Southern Indiana, they're already in school. They started last week. And so, therefore, we're trying to help and support not only with literacy and books, that's my end, as well as being partnered with the Louisville Free Public Library, which is an awesome thing as well, but also to support families in that they may have multiple children that need school supplies. And it's a rough time for all of us. So we're all in this together. And so we've had a phenomenal opportunity. So I'm going to bring her in, and I think she is on site. There she is. Hey, love, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So I know that you all are already on site, and I mentioned to everyone that August 7th is the event. We're at Bates Memorial. It's going to be a drive-through, so it's going to be a safe event, so you don't have to walk up or do anything like that. Just pull up and trunk of the car or the back seat.
Well, it depends on if you're in the front or the back. As long as you're masked up, if you're trying to talk, we will accept walk-ups. I'm not
Okay.
not yet on site. I'm about to go to on site. We're going to start packing tonight at 6
Okay, great.
for the event. But we will work with you. You know, we're not like, okay, it's not formation, but we just ask for, safety of all people. So if
Most
you're walking
definitely, most
up or if
definitely.
you want us to put it in the bag, I think it's okay to hand. We've learned enough about COVID that if you're covered and we're concealing and using gloves and stuff, I think we'll be fine.
Right, right. Okay, so what is the capacity right now? What is the capacity for Saturday? Do you have, I know you still have time to pack, but what's your goal?
So our goal is 1,000 backpacks. So we figure we could serve 500 families. We just, if you cut that in half, you say maybe one or two. Some families have more children in their household, so that is our goal. But we will have 1,000 backpacks, K through 12. We'll have them backpack the backpacks will be ranked accordingly to their grade levels. So like kindergarten through second grade will have the writing tablet in it that is appropriate to teach children how to write. High school kids and middle school kids will receive a binder that we're not giving the other children. So we're trying to make sure that at least it's grade appropriate as to what they're getting from us. So we're going to have hand sanitizers in there. We have the masks that are coming, to make sure that the kids are prepared, and parents can do whatever they can do at home because our kids are going back into the building, as we know, and we just need to try to keep everybody safe because COVID is really affecting our babies.
Yes.
This new strand is mutating itself in a way that is, mutation means it's trying to survive, right? It's
Right.
mutating so it can
Yes. Right.
survive.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this disease or this virus is definitely trying to survive. So we have to, do our due diligence by trying to protect our children. So that's our goal.
Right. Well, and then, we've got to do whatever we can to fight it, but then we've
Mhm.
still got to figure out a way to educate everybody. We've got
Yes.
to, as a community, we've got to make sure that we're striving to do our part to try to let learning continue,
Yes.
whether they're going to be in the building or whether
Mhm.
they're going to go back to the living room, bedroom, the kitchen table, wherever
Right.
that is and whatever that looks like. So that's what
Right.
I'm really committed to do. And thank you so much for allowing us to partner on this
No, we
process.
appreciate your donation of the books. That's really important that parents read with their children. I think as Dr. Ben Carson, his story, the story between him and his mother is very touching and promising. The fact that she could not read,
Right.
but she made him read and made him do his homework. It shows you what happens when you, as the parent, parent your child, whether you can
Yeah.
do it or not. As a parent, you raise them with the expectation that I am your mother. I know what's best, and you're going to do what I think you need to do to make yourself a better person. And the fact that she couldn't read, but she made him read. And then, regardless of whether you like his politics or not, the story is phenomenal in
Oh, that's right.
motherhood
That's right.
and how you love your babies to go beyond what you're able to do. So we have to encourage our parents to read with their babies, not only their babies, make sure your elementary kids are reading all the way up, even in middle school and high. And
Yes.
even if you don't understand the word, make them look it up in a dictionary. A lot of them don't know
Exactly.
it. Yes, they can Google it, but if you have a dictionary, teach them how to look a word up for themselves. Teach them alphabetical order and show them different things in other books, that even the Bible, the concordance, whatever. Teach them.
Right. Exactly.
So we have to just, God gives us the authority to be
Yeah.
their destiny until they're able to take over their own destiny. So, and that's a serious thing. That's a serious
And I
obligation.
think that's the legacy that we really want to leave. And that's the legacy because I have no biological children of my own. So that's the legacy I definitely want to leave for the next generation, for others who thinking about doing the same thing. Because
Right.
just because, I mean, I could quite easily say, well, I don't have no babies of my own, so I'm good, but no, that's not something that I have a heart for. Maybe other people can do it, but Julianne can't do it.
Me too.
So
I
I'm
don't have
just
any children. I understand wholeheartedly.
yeah, I mean, I'm just like, no, that still doesn't necessarily mean that there is not, that I feel a compassionate and I have a soft spot for that because I feel like, I'm helping the next generation to survive, that I didn't just take air and take up space and, that I can really impact and impart the next generation. So I really want to reiterate those in the Louisville, Kentucky area. Tag this video, share it with others, make sure that people know. As a matter of fact, Bates Memorial is very centrally located in the east end of Louisville. Most people know exactly, but it's right there at 620 Lamson Street. You're probably about 3 blocks over from Broadway. So even if you're on foot, you can come up Broadway, get off, and just walk 2, 3 blocks up to the church, and they'll be happy to serve you on August 7th at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or until supplies last.
Yeah.
Now, that is an area that we know that has traditionally had an underserved and underrepresented population. So that's wonderful that we're already in that community and we really appreciate that. Now, we also Are you still accepting donations, and are you still
We
accepting
are. We're still
donations of money?
accepting donations. We have had some requests, but we asked them to hold off tonight until we see what we have, where we lack, because we want to make sure that the backpacks are pretty equal. And so we are still accepting donations. So if you have, I know we have a need for more loose leaf packages of paper, as well as highlighters and backpack pouches. Now, or pencil pouches. I know
Pencil
some
pouches.
schools don't want it because they're not giving kids regular desks. I don't know if they have this new desk or whatever's going on, but some elementary schools are asking the kids to bring pouches, and some are bringing the backpacks. I mean, the boxes. So we're
Right.
not making that distinction. That is up for the parent. With us, you'll get one or the other, and you might have to go out and buy just that one if they won't allow them to have the box. But
Right.
you should check with your school and your teacher within Jefferson County. But if you're coming from Southern Indiana or whatever, I think that's fine. Yes, we're serving everyone. I do know that regardless of your social economic income, we're not checking your income levels. If you know that you have a need and you want to support, and you want to come out and get a bag, you're more than welcome. If you know that there's a child, we ask that you bring the children. We need to see the children. We're not going to have a formal registration, but we are going to ask and want to see that child and ask for their grade and their school, to write that down so we can say where these items went, so we can thank our donors. But we're not going to have you fill out all this information because people have been calling and asking that. So all are welcome. To working parents, you know what, buying all that supplies, for multiple kids can be hard,
Yeah.
so we're not here to judge anybody. This
No.
stuff is available for everyone. And we'll even have some more stuff on behalf of the church for families that have a greater need.
Perfect. I'm going to be reposting this, as well as reposting the flyer again. Check out my social media, Julia Royston, as well as Andrea Houston, AJ Houston on Facebook. I know that she's going to be going live probably this evening, as well as Friday, and as well as Saturday as well. So follow us on social media. We have been providing these events and going live on these videos so we can get as many people knowing about as possible. Our goal is for all the 1,000 backpacks to be given out.
Absolutely.
The school supplies to be, we're not trying to have leftovers and
Right.
things of that nature. No, we want everybody to come through, drive through safely, and then get the materials that you need and have a successful and safe school year, and be prepared as much as possible when day one happens.
Yes, and just cheering them on. Absolutely. Cheering them on. I don't believe in luck because God has blessed us, but I do believe in blessing others. So we just want to, bid them a Godspeed year, blessings, over their learning, over their mind, protections, heart, souls, protect our kids. They're just going through so much right now.
Yes.
As is the world, but especially the babies, because they are the gift. They're the gift that keeps on giving life, So thank you, Julia, for sparking this last year. And we're out here. We look forward to seeing you either this evening, tomorrow evening before you leave. And we look forward to seeing you.
I know. Love you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.